What's up guys, it's Correcty Fox of the Minecraft Military Force, and today we're going to be building a realistic military runway. So right now we're in South Korea. This is Osan Air Base, operated by the US Air Force and the Republic of Korea Air Force. So this is all in 1.5 to 1 scale. I have a lot of the Minecraft Military Force arsenal vehicles, like the F-16 Fighting Falcon, the B-52 bomber, we got the F-15E Strike Eagle, the A-10 Warhog, the F-22 Raptors, and this runway can also hold a C-17 Globemaster III, so it's quite a big aircraft, or an AC-130 Hercules, as well as the big C-5 Super Galaxy. Now all of these aircraft should be able to fit in the runway, except the B-52 Stratofortress, that's going to be a little bit too wide. They actually have a separate bomber base with wider runways, so you can see they have the edge, it touches the edge of the runway, so there should be more spacing. So if you want to make a bomber base, just make the runway wider. But this type of runway could be used pretty much for all military aircraft, fighter jets, transport planes, attack planes, etc. And this is all based on Google Satellite View and, research about the real Osan base. And real life air bases are often really complicated. So I actually have two parallel runways. You can see the L stands for left and the R stands for right. So we have left and right. And then we have 09. The numbers in the front of the runway actually stand for the angle, so it's actually short for 90 degrees, but they cut off the last digit, so it's 09. While on the other side, it's going to say 27, which is short for 270 degrees. That's the angle the aircraft is coming in. So you can pretend your aircraft flying in, and the first section over here, this is actually called the blast pad. They actually have approach lights embedded into this, so right over here, into the runway. In real life, there will probably be more lights over here, but I did not add them. Kind of hard getting references for an active military base. And then we have the center line here in the middle, and some distance line markings on the runway, and these large solid rectangles, they're where the touchdown marking is, so where you want to touch down. And in real life, these runways are often very dirty with all these tire markings, so they often appear black. So if you want to be extra realistic, you can add in those. And there's some more distance markings here. Now, another thing I learned while making this airbase is that they also have this arrestor gear. Now, they use this for emergency landings if there's problems with brake failure or steering issues, or they can't use the full left runway. They have this for emergencies, and you'll see this on pretty much any US Air Force base that operates fighter jets. So they actually have a tail hook to hook onto this, kind of like how they do on aircraft carriers. And they got these yellow circles here. And on this particular base, I don't know why, but they have like these buildings on the side of them. And they kind of vary, so I have a different design for that here. So yeah, definitely you can fit in a lot of aircraft in this runway. And since I built a full length runway, you can see just how long it is just to get to the other side, which is actually a little bit different. So the buildings around the arrestor gear, they have different paths, as well as the taxiways in between the runways. That's another thing you can add. So like I said before, there's the 27 for 270 degrees. And for this tutorial, I'm going to be showing you how to build this runway. It's basically a simplified design, and there's only one runway, so you don't have to write the L and the R. And right now, I just have one half of it, which is 1,800 blocks. So if you made the other side and combine them together, it'll be 3,600 blocks. So it is quite big, but it is worth it. If you look on YouTube for Minecraft military runway, you'll get a lot of these unrealistic runways just based on imagination, but this one is realistic and should fit all the Minecraft Military Force vehicles properly. And a huge thanks to Owen Bros for sponsoring this video. I actually sent him an email asking him to sponsor this video because I think this channel already has a ton of vehicles and we do need more military based structures for these vehicles. So big thanks to him for making this video possible. But anyways, let's get started. Alright, so let's get started by building one half of it. Because the other side, it's pretty much symmetrical. The only unsymmetrical part is the number right there. At the very front of the runway, this is where the blast pad is. So let's get started first right here on these approach lights. So what you want to do, take smooth stone, dig in the ground, put one here. This is going to be the middle part. And then we're going to make it 4 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll skip 3 blocks here, punch in a block. And we're going to make this one so it is 16 blocks long, 16 like that. And then on top, we'll add in birch buttons on top of it. So these are going to be the lights to help indicate the aircraft, just like that. All right, next we're going to grab gray wool, a gray concrete powder, yellow concrete, and we'll go to our center line, skip 3 blocks, punch in a hole here, and we're going to add in our gray wool. Then we're going to add gray concrete powder right next to it. This part will be 16 blocks long. Then we'll add in another gray wool here, then gray concrete powder, and this time it's going to be 17 blocks long, just like this. All right, next up, we're going to take this whole section here, that gray line we just made, and we're going to make the entire blast pad. So that's going to be 445 blocks long. 445, like this. So it's just a simple design, just so you know where the blast pad is. Alright, so it looks like this so far. So we're going to go back over here, take out a yellow concrete, and go here, and we're going to skip 18 blocks, so count 18 blocks. So after the 18th block, we're going to add in yellow concrete, 2 blocks long like this. Then we're going to count 21 gray blocks, and after that 21, punch in a hole, add in a smooth stone, and we're going to make it 4 blocks wide, add in our birch buttons, like that. All right, so after that we're going to count 21 gray blocks here, and after that 21, punch in a hole again, and we'll add in 2 blocks long yellow concrete. All right, next up we're going to make these go into a diagonal. So pretty much extend this yellow so it goes almost to the edge. So it goes right there, just 1 block away from the edge. Then same thing with this part here, just like that. Now for this segment, it's going to be a little bit different. There's going to be a gap of 3, so 1, 2, 3, and then try to put that yellow right there. So let's see how long this is. Maybe like 13, like that. The other side, just do it like that. You just want a gap of 3 in between this one, because this one's like the first one's a little bit shorter than the other ones. All right, so once we have this, we're going to extend this pattern so it goes all the way down. So it's pretty much the same thing, just 21 gray blocks, and then this thing in the middle, and then 21, and then these 2 yellow things. So first I'll show you what it looks like going down the runway. So I'm going to take from this yellow all the way up to before this other yellow. I'm going to stack it a couple more times. So it should be going down the runway like this, sort of like this, all right? And once you have those marked up, you're just going to copy this and, do the same thing over and again. So it should be looking like this. So we'll go off to this corner, and we're going to skip 9 blocks here. And after that, 2 blocks wide, yellow concrete. And we'll make it go diagonally. And we're going to keep on doing this till there's 2 blocks of gap in between that and the edge of the runway. So right there. And we want to make it stick up like that. All right, so after we do that, we'll go off to this segment here. And we'll just skip 2 blocks. And we'll punch in a hole, and we're going to make it 6 blocks long. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fill it in. Add in that like so. And there's also going to be another one on this one here. Make sure it lines up. Go to the edge of the runway. Punch in a hole here. 4 blocks wide. Fill it in. Just birch buttons on top like that. And we're going to make this one so it's 7 blocks wide. So should be looking like this. This is a special part. Now I'm going to copy everything we did here and build the other side. Alright, so once you built the other side, it should be looking like this. So it's pretty much pretty complete there. So now let's work on the real runway part. So go off in the middle, add in light gray concrete powder, 2 blocks long. And then smooth quartz block, 4 blocks long. And then light gray concrete powder, 4 blocks long. And we're going to extend this segment so it reaches the edge of the runway. So it looks like that all the way off to the edge. Alright, so after that, you're going to go over here in the edge. And we're going to add in this 4 blocks wide smooth quartz. And this part is going to be 69 blocks long. Then a gap of 2 here. And then 2 smooth quartz. And keep on doing that until you reach the middle part where we're going to have like this gap of 3. So this is all 69, 69, 69. And then after you do that, you're going to go off to the side of this. I'm going to add in this diagonal line. So that's going to be 2 yellow concretes, and we're going to make that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 blocks diagonally like this. And then you want to make another one, so we're going to have a gap of 43 blocks in between, and then start another 2 yellow and then all the way diagonal. And keep on doing that all the way across the runway. That's pretty much the same thing. All right, so once you do that, you can make the number 9. So I can show you on this one since it has both numbers. And it's going to line up with this part over here, like that. And from this point on, this part is going to be 16 blocks long, and then you will make this smooth quartz. This part's 4 blocks long. This part's 5, and then this is 7, and this is 5. And you just fill it in like that. All right. And then for the other side, you're going to have this gap of 7 blocks. And try to match up the front part together, and then this thing is going to be 27 blocks long this way. This bottom section is 5 blocks long. And the side's going to be 2 blocks wide. So once you have the 0 and the 9, now if you're making the other side of the runway, you're going to put 27. So we're just going to go line up with this part over here. And I think it's about the same, distance in between. Yeah, 17 blocks like that. And you'll make this thing. So that's going to be, 3, then 4, then 3, and then this is 4, 3, and then this part is kind of long. It's going to be 10 blocks long. And this part is going to be 9 blocks this way. And this part's like 5 blocks this way. That's going to be the 7 of the 27, and then we'll have a gap of 7 blocks, and you'll build the other side, which this part over here is going to be 9 blocks wide. And this part is going to be 7 blocks tall that way. And this bottom section's 5 blocks actually. And try to copy it so it looks like this. All right, so once you have the numbers down, where to go, in between where the numbers are, try to find the center line. And then this part, we're going to have 18 blocks for this section. So skip 18 blocks here, and then we'll add it smooth quartz for the center line. That is 56 blocks long with 36 blocks gap, and then you're going to keep on doing that. So skip 36, add the 56, 36, 56, 36. Keep doing that all the way down the runway. So once you have that, you should add in these Adidas stripes, the 3 marking lines. So we can go off to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, the 5th one here, marking on the side. And we'll count inside here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip 6 blocks and then go inwards. Skip 3 here, then add 3. Skip 2, 3. Skip 2, 3. And these lines, they're going to be 34 blocks long. All right. So after you've done that, we're going to count the stripes on the side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And go off to this one, and this can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this is going to be 3 blocks inward, so put it right here. And then this one is going to be 14 blocks wide this way and 69 blocks long. All right, so after that, we'll count the stripes again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This one's kind of far. I would count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And then after that, go inward. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 blocks this way. And then we'll add in 3 smooth quartz. Skip 2, 3 again. And then this bar is going to be 34 blocks long. So 2 stripes like that. All right, then we're going to make another stripe. So count again the stripe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then go off to this one and this part. I'm just going to use welded to count. It'll be 17 blocks this way. And we'll have a gap of 8. And you'll pretty much do the same exact marking here. Just 3, skip 2, 3. And it's 34 blocks long. All right, and then the last marking is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This part here, 19 blocks this way. Then inside, that's going to be 13 blocks gap here. Then 3 blocks wide. And 34 blocks long like that. Once you have all the marking, you should be good. Now, if you're worried if you made a mistake, if it's like 1 block off, don't worry, because it doesn't really affect the runway that much. This build is so huge, you can't even tell, like no one, not even myself. All right, so once you have that, the last thing I have to teach you to make this runway is basically this, the arrestor gear, which you'll need for your fighter jet Air Force bases. So where to place this on this marking here, like right after the touchdown marking, there's going to be these 2 stripes here. And where to go here, and we are going to skip 26 blocks and then add it on the next one. This is going to be a dark oak fence gate all the way across, even past to the, the outer edge of the runway. So after you do that, you're going to continue the smooth quartz underneath the fence gates here. You're going to add in light gray concrete powder inside, and you want these Pac-Man circles. That's going to be yellow concrete powder, so skip 2 and then add in 5 blocks wide and make a circle. And then for this part, it's going to skip 7 blocks, do the same circle thing. And this part, skip 7, circle thing at the edge. So you should have these 6 circles. All right, after you do that, we'll go off to the edge of the runway, and underneath on the edge, there's going to be smooth stone blocks inside here, 5 blocks along this way, and then powder for the rest. Then we're going to add in this cut sandstone or sandstone, doesn't matter. It's going to be 6 blocks long, and then we'll build up this thing. So just nether brick walls, 5 blocks tall, then make a circle here, black concrete. I use yellow terracotta and then nether brick slabs across the top. And then in the front and the back of this is going to be 14 blocks long, so 14 this way, and then it should be 14 that way, and you'll just build that on the other side, same thing. And once you have done that, that's pretty much it for making a realistic military Air Force Base runway in Minecraft. Thanks again to Owen Bros for commissioning this build and making this video possible. I really wanted to make an Air Force Base tutorial in Minecraft, but this video is only possible because it is a commission. So if you guys are interested in sponsoring videos for Minecraft Multi-Force, check out the link in the description, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.